And we will have all the live images for you over the next many hours as we follow the procession. It is happening very shortly, begins here, of course, at Buckingham Palace, moving around the Queen Victoria Monument behind me. It will then head straight down the Mall before weaving through the Horse Guards Parade. From there, it moves through Whitehall before finishing at Westminster Hall, where Her Majesty will lie in state until Monday's funeral. Now, the queue of mourners waiting to pay their respects is expected to stretch back 7 kilometres. They may be in that queue for many, many hours. From the Palace of Westminster across Lambeth Bridge, over the Thames, it passes landmarks including the London Eye and HMS Belfast before reaching its endpoint, and that is Southwark Park. Let's check in now on the crowds building there. They've been building since dawn, some even camped out overnight, millions turning out to witness this historic event. Amelia Brace is out with them at Westminster, where the procession will end. It'll only take about 38 minutes from here to Westminster. So, Amelia, let's say hello to you. Just extraordinary, of course. The wait time to see the Queen lying in state, it's going to be very lengthy.
It certainly will. We're actually at the front of the queue here near the Lambeth Bridge. So these people, many of them, have actually been here since Monday evening local time. I came down here at 5 p.m. Monday and was chatting to a woman called Vanessa at the front of the queue. We checked in with her this morning. She was still there. She spent 2 nights here last night in the rain, and that's exactly what these people have done. And about an hour ago, the security actually came through and gave them all armbands to show that these people will be in the first group that's taken across the bridge to Westminster Hall, which is just across the river here. We were here at about 5 a.m. this morning, so it was still dark and it was still raining. You mentioned the sun has come out now, but it was quite dreary, and we saw people just slowly emerging from their tents. They were a lot grumpier than they are now. People are really up and about again. But no matter what sort of night they had, most didn't sleep, most got wet. They all said that it will be worth it. It will be worth it at 5 o'clock when these people are among the first to be allowed into that building to pay their respects to the Queen. And let me tell you, this is the end of the queue that you want to be at, because I know you mentioned 7 kilometres. It is already running 8 kilometres, stretching along the Thames here, much longer than many people anticipated. Wait times at the moment about 36 hours, but that is expected to blow out to 48 hours. And with 1 million people expected to line up, the message to some is that you just will not make it in.
Yeah, Amelia, look, we can certainly feel it at Buckingham Palace. The sun is starting to shine after a night of rain, and it was quite cold for a while. Certainly where we are and the position that we're sitting in, the atmosphere has already come right down. It's really dampened in many ways. What's it like there in the crowds? Obviously there's a mix of emotion. What's the feeling like there?
There's very much a feeling of... As I said, people have, at this end of the queue, have been here for so long with not a lot to do, and just in the last couple of hours you can tell that they're really starting to get to the point where they feel like the end is in sight, and that they will soon get to do exactly what it is that they've come down here for, and that is walk across that bridge to Westminster Hall and pay their respects to the Queen. So there's definitely, I guess, a more upbeat atmosphere here than there was even an hour or so ago. Everyone was sitting down, leaning against the walls asleep, but now everyone is up and about. They're chatting, there's been some singing and a bit more excitement, and people are really looking forward to, I guess, this part of the journey being over and being able to move across.